Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for this exciting announcement. To kick things off today, it's my pleasure to welcome CEO of Do It Best Group.
Thank you, everybody. It's a real pleasure to be here this morning. It's a big day for our company. It's a big day for our region and for our state. And I'm thrilled to be able to be here and speak to you. I want to start, though, by thanking Governor Braun for joining us today, along with Mayor Tucker, our state and local officials, our economic development partners, members of the Do It Best Group team. Importantly, our member owners, our retailers, and our vendor partners as well. We're really grateful to have so many people here who understand what this announcement means, not only for our company, but of course for Fort Wayne, for Indiana, and for thousands of independent business owners across the country and around the world. Do It Best was founded right here in Fort Wayne, Indiana in 1945 with a simple but powerful belief Independent businesses and their owners are stronger when they work together. And that belief has carried this company for more than 80 years now. From our roots here in the U.S. has grown into the world's largest home improvement cooperative, serving thousands of independently owned businesses across the U.S. and in more than 60 countries. Those businesses are hardware stores, true value retailers. They are often family owned, they're locally operated, and they are deeply connected to the communities that they serve. Our responsibility is to help them compete, to remain independent, and to serve their communities with confidence. And that responsibility is at the center of today's announcement. True Value is one of the most recognized brands in home improvement. It's served independent retailers and local communities for generations, has a proud history, a strong identity, and a meaningful place in communities across our country. When we acquired the Chicago-based company True Value in 2024, our first priority was to bring stability to the business, to preserve the brand. Retailers who depend on it every day. That first phase was about restoring confidence, strengthening operations, rebuilding relationships, and making sure True Value retailers are a committed partner for the future. Today marks a very important next step. We're proud to announce that Fort Wayne, Indiana, will become the official world headquarters for True Value. Thank you all so much. By aligning the headquarters of Do It Best and True Value right here, we're creating a global center of gravity for the hardware and home improvement industry. It's a proud moment for us. It's a proud moment for True Value. It's a proud moment for Fort Wayne, and a proud moment for the state of Indiana, our home. But this announcement is not simply about a headquarters address or where our name appears on a letterhead. It's about where decisions are made. It's about where strategy is formed. It's about where the integration happens. It's about how we build the future of independent home improvement. And bringing this leadership together in Fort Wayne creates the best possible conditions for innovation, for efficiency, stability, and for growth. It helps strengthen our vendor partnerships, helps us support the independent retailers more effectively. It helps us move fast. That matters because independent retailers we serve, they're not just our customers. Those folks are business owners, they're employers in their communities, they are leaders in their communities, they're problem solvers. They're the people their neighbors turn to when they need help, advice, materials, tools, and expertise. They are essential businesses. And our job is to make them stronger. This has always been the mission of Do It Best, and it will continue to be our mission as we bring Do It Best and True Value together. Today, Fort Wayne becomes the leadership hub for two iconic brands in the improvement industry. An Indiana-born company is now home to one of the most recognized brands in hardware. And together we're building something with national significance. It's good for our company. It's good for True Value. It's good for Fort Wayne. It's good for Indiana. Most importantly, it's good for the people we serve. We're so grateful to Governor Braun and the state of Indiana for recognizing the significance of this moment. We're grateful as well to Mayor Tucker and the city of Fort Wayne for continuing to support an environment where companies can grow and lead. To the Do It Best Group team, thank you. The work of integration has not been simple or easy. It requires patience, focus, discipline, and a shared commitment. To our Do It Best member owners and True Value retailers, this announcement is about you. It's about building the strong momentum to support your success for the long term. We're excited about the opportunity ahead. Integrated Do It Best and True Value creates more value for the entire channel. This is an important day, but it's also just one step in a larger journey. The future of independent home improvement will be shaped by companies that combine scale with service, efficiency with flexibility, and national reach with local ownership. That's what we stand for. That's what True Value has long represented. And that is what we're building together right here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Thank you all again for being here. Now, it is my honor to introduce someone who really understands what this announcement means for our state and for Indiana's continued momentum as a place where companies grow, lead, and compete nationally and globally. Would you all please welcome our governor, Mike Braun.
So one of the fun parts of this job would be coming to announcements like this. When met Dan at the door downstairs and talked about my favorite store in my hometown of last Friday, I believe, to pick up some preen and some two-cycle oil. And it was at the Maney's True Value hardware store. And what I love most about it is I can pull right up to the store and park. And before I even looked for someone to help me, as not a very sophisticated shopper, the first lady will attest to that, the lady greeted me and said, "What do you need?" And it not only said what aisle it was in, took me to it. So that is customer service at its best. And Maureen and I have both been about Main Street USA. I was headed to Wall Street many years ago. She wanted her own business. We wanted to raise a family. It seemed like a very conducive place to do it. First Lady's been running her own business and gift store 48 years. And 3 of our 4 kids from the business I ran for 37 years. For Fort Wayne, when I come here, the mayor, I just told her a little bit ago, I call it an oasis of prosperity. You're the fastest growing city in the Midwest. I'm working on getting lots of businesses to come to our state, especially focusing on places like Chicago. And it's going to be mostly about the policies that are put in place to make it the place you choose to want to be headquartered. And when you can get another iconic name like True Value to team up with, it is a win-win. Independent retailers across those are the family generally, like the Federation of Independent Business Owners. I'm still a member of that because my company was still so small for so many years, now a national one, and I'm proud to be, I think, the largest company that's still part of it because it's the heartbeat of our. We are lucky that Do It Best is here, and now we're adding True Value to it. Electric Works, when you look at an iconic facility, I think it was when I was running for Senate and it was taking shape. Most communities don't have that blessing. Normally, it sits there vacant because it's eyesore or either gets demolished. And what you've done with it, for you to be a part of it, kudos to everyone. Do want to thank Dan, Mayor Tucker. It's a special combination of businesses and local government, and then making sure you've got a state government that's going to be an enabler and going to be something that's going to invite companies and families to come to it, because we've got so many great towns and cities across this state. And my goal is going to make sure that our kids choose Indiana first, Jasper, Fort Wayne, to come back where they were born and raised, and that's going to be about economic opportunity. Indiana is a place where iconic brands can grow. We are open for business. And in my reference just a moment ago, businesses here, we've gotten probably more notoriety about how easy the engagement has been on an iconic sports franchise actually looking to come to Indiana. And it's because we moved at the speed of business, not government, that we've got a good chance of that occurring. Regardless, we've got the fastest economic growth in the Midwest. Unemployment from the time First Lady and I got in-state government at 4.4%, is down to 3.3%. And Mayor, you are the fastest growing city in the Midwest, and you are a town, a city that's on the move. What a pleasure to be here today to punctuate both the private sector and local government that works. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Governor. We're thrilled that you are a consistent shopper at True Value, and you can keep that up. I'm going to turn it over to Mayor Sharon Tucker. It's already been said that she leads the fastest growing city in the Midwest, and it is a pleasure to welcome her here to speak to you all this morning as well. Mayor Tucker.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you. And congratulations. Congratulations. I was at a downtown restaurant recently, and there was a group of individuals sitting at a table enjoying themselves and having a really good time. And me being the person that I am, I walked over to them and said, "Hey, what are you guys doing? Where are you from?" And they told me that they were from Chicago and they were here because they were part of the merger of Do It Best and True Value. Just speaking such positive things about their experience and about the community. And I was excited to hear it. And I said, "Well, thank you so much. I'm Sharon Tucker. I'm the mayor of the city. Welcome. Welcome." That I even came over to say hello to them. But that is who Fort Wayne is. That is what makes Fort Wayne such a great community. And having employers that treat their staff so great that when a random stranger walks up to them and says, "Hello, who are you?" and they bragged about their relationship now and the way that they have experienced Fort Wayne, that's why we're the fastest growing city in the world, right? I'm going to say the world. I know they say the country, but I like to say the world because we're aiming high. We're aiming high. Do It Best has been an important part of Fort Wayne since 1945. And I'll even say an important part. They have helped make our community great. They have provided opportunities for staff, their team, their partners to be able to thrive and grow. And then moving to Electric Works, bringing a new energy to one of the largest investments that our community has seen in a long time, bringing life to this campus as their anchor tenant has also been phenomenal. And it speaks to the character of the leader True Value in the Do It Best group and now with True Value. And so today, the establishment of making this the headquarters for both locations just continues to build on the momentum and the success that we have seen and know that Do It Best group and True Value will bring to our community. And so Dan, I would like to say thank you for Do It Best staying home and welcome home to True Value. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you for your kind words, and thank you for reflecting on the culture that is part of who we are in this community. And that has been a key part of who we are as a company. We are a part of that community. And this is a servant-led, people-focused organization committed to helping communities and businesses thrive across the country. We're going to continue to do that, and we're going to continue to support that right here in our hometown. So thank you so much. Thank you all for coming here this morning for this announcement. That really concludes our official remarks. Thank you all very much and appreciate it.